Have you ever logged into a Linux server and thought, I know the file is exist somewhere, but where is it? Or maybe, why am I wasting time checking folder after folder manually? Now imagine doing this on a production server with thousands of files, application logs, configuration files, backup folders. It sounds stressful, right? Well, today's video is going to solve exactly these problems. Welcome back to Tech Mastery with Raj, your DevOps Beginner to Advanced series. In today's video, we are learning two extremely important Linux commands used daily by DevOps engineer. Okay, so the first command, let me first. So first command is find command and second is locate command. Let make it large. Okay, now these commands are heavily used in production support, application management, log analysis, automation scripts, server troubleshooting, and DevOps operations. Okay, by the end of this video, you will know how to search files quickly in Linux, because for the testing purpose, you might have small server where you have 10-15 files, so it is easy to find any particular file manually. But imagine you have a big server where you have 50-60,000 plus files and n number of directories, and you don't know, you know the name of the file, but you don't know where that file is, in which directory. So how would you find it? So for that, you need to use some commands. You need to know these commands, how this command works. Okay, so because manually finding any specific file or a directory, any log or any configuration file, any backup file, any application log is very stressful, right? So you need to know these two commands which will help you in troubleshooting, because in production you will have limited time to fix the issue, and if you start manually finding files of logs, it is going to take too much time, and for that time your production will impact, because you need to fix the issue as soon as possible and restart the server, right? So you need to know these commands. Okay, so by the end of this video you will know how to search files quickly in Linux, how DevOps engineers find logs and configuration files, difference between find and locate. These are two commands. Both the commands are used to find files or directories, but there is a difference between these two files. So we will see what is the difference between these two files. How to search faster using Linux database indexing. Okay, so let's start with one of the most powerful Linux commands, find command. Okay, so find command is, imagine you are inside a Linux server containing, you know, thousands of directories, scripts, backups, log files, application configuration files, and suddenly a developer asks you, can you check where application dot properties file exists? But you don't know the location. Or instead of manually opening folder after folder, Linux gives us the find command. It tells you search the file system and bring me the file. So using this command, you tell Linux to search the file system and bring me the file. Okay, so basic syntax of the find command is very simple. What you need to give, find, this is the command, then you need to give the path where you want to search and the condition. Okay, so condition can be name of the file or type of the file or size of the file, or in some cases you may need to find the recently modified files. Okay, so that condition you need to give, you need to give the path and it will search. Okay, so find is command, then path is where to search, and condition is what to search. It can be name of the file, it can be size of the file, type of the file. Okay, so let's see one example. If you want to find a file with the name, okay, so now I am in my home directory and I can see I have created some directories, 5 directories, and then there are some test files here, test2.txt, but also I have created some files in the directories. For example, now if you go to dir1, you might see there are some files in dir1, test1, 2. Similarly, I have created okay, now let me first restart it. We will first check the find command and then we will learn the locate command. So in find command, what you need to do, you need to if you want to find a specific file, what you need to do, you need to use hyphen name. Yeah, okay, so suppose you want to find a file which has name test1.txt. So find, where you want to find this, in the home directory, and the condition is test1.txt. okay, so it gave you this file is existing home cloud shell user dir1 test1. okay, so this is the first example of finding a file using name. Now let's see if you want to find files, multiple files with the particular extension. okay, so find /home. okay, now again we are searching with the name but not with the full name. So what we will do, we want to list down all the files which has .txt extension. So what we need to do, you need to use star.txt and close it. okay, so what we are doing, find command, where in home path type name of the file, this should be end with .txt. okay, and now enter. So it gives us all the file which ends with .txt. okay, and their path. So there are some files which are in the cloud shell -user. There are some files in dir1 directory. There are some files in dir2 directory. okay, so it gives all these files. okay, now we will see one more example of the find command using type. So find home, and now what we will do, we will use type parameter. Earlier we used -name, now we are using -type. So what type? D for directory. If you want to search files, you will use F. okay, for the directory you need to use -d, and then name starts with dir, suppose. So we need to find all the directories which name starts with dir. okay, so there is some mistake. okay, so what is the mistake? I have given -type -d. -d is not required. D is required only. Okay, let me clear it. So using find command, what we are doing in the home directory, all the directories we are searching which starts with dir name, with the D. Now we need to find, suppose, files, all the files. So type is F and name starts with test. Let's find it. See, so if you want to search all the files, use type F. If you want to search all the directories, use hyphen type D. Okay, so one more. Now we will remove this and let's try. So what we did, we run find command on this path and asked Linux to list down all the files which has type F. Okay, or now let's try with D. So it will list down all the directories from this folder. Okay, so this is the example of find command. Now sometimes you might need to suppose you are doing some cleanup activity on the server, you want to remove some big size files. So instead of hyphen type, you can search files with the hyphen size. Okay, hyphen size. So you can list down all the files which has size bigger than specific something. Suppose you want 10 MB, like that. Okay, so you can use hyphen type. Now one more, if you want to find a file which has modified recently, so how you can find a file? Use find command, path. Okay, then m time, modified time 2. It is not giving any file, so let's do 15 minutes. Okay, let me clear it. Let me create one file. Okay, and now let me run this command again. Okay, I am, yes, so I was using that hyphen option, that was wrong. Okay, so this is how you can find all the files which has recently modified. So this is the use of find command. Now tell me how you can use these in the real DevOps scenario. Is if you want to suppose find some application files, in that case, or configuration files you want to search, or you don't know where these exist, you can simply run this find command and find it. Okay, so this is very important command. So when you use star, it means it's a wildcard. So if you want to search, we have seen that star .txt, so all the files which has .txt extension, it will show, right? So star is a wildcard. Now there are some things which we need to discuss for the important for the beginners, because they might make some mistake. That is find /home -name, and then they will give star.txt, but the correct one is they need to, if they are using wildcard, they need to give it in the double quote. Okay, so without quotes it will not work. Now we will check next command is the locate command. Okay, so now this is very interesting, because we have seen one command which help us to find the file, that is find command. So what is the use of locate command? Locate command is also useful to find a file, but it will find files much faster. Okay, if you want to find files faster, you use locate command. So what is locate command? Locate does not search file system in real time. Instead, it searches from the database, okay, from the index. Think of it like a Google uses indexing, or Linux locate also uses indexing. So that's why it is extremely fast. Now let's see one example. Locate. So what we will do? We will use the locate command. So locate test1.txt. There is some problem. Let me locate test1.txt. So this command not found. Okay, why this is not found? Because by default Linux does not install this locate. So you need to install it. How you can install it? What you need to do? You need to install it using sudo dnf install plocate-y. It is installing. Let it install. Okay. Once that is installed, what we need to do? We also need to update the database. Okay. Let it install first. Let it complete. So meanwhile, what we will do? We will understand the locate commands syntax. Okay. So locate command is very simple. You just need to use the locate and give the file name. Okay, it immediately shows the result. Let me check if it has installed. Unable to find plocate. Okay. Yes, there was a typo mistake. So instead of locate, I used plocate. Okay. So we are now installing this locate command, and once it is complete, now we will need to update the database. How to update the database? Sudo update db. Now let's see if you can find locate command test.txt. See, now locate command is working. Okay, because we have installed this package. So now using this locate command, you can find the files. So now it is showing home cloud shell user directory, and test1 is in the this directory. Okay, now what we will do? We will see few more examples of the locate command. But one thing, this locate command is faster than the find command. Now let's see the locate. Okay, locate, and we will find all the files which ends with the .txt, same format, but here we are not using path. Okay, simply locate. See, it is giving all the files which ends with .txt. Okay, and it is checking all the directories. In the find command, we had given path /home, so it checked only in the /home, but locate command, it is checking on entire Linux. Okay, so this is the important command. Now why this is important, how you can use it? Because on a production, if you want to search some log files or troubleshooting applications, during troubleshooting or investigating server issues, you can simply use this locate command, and you can find the files. Now in real, suppose you have some Nginx service failing, you need configuration quickly, or instead of manually searching folders, you simply run locate command. Okay, so for SSH also you can use it. Okay, so you have some config ID but troubleshooting, SSH troubleshooting, so in that case also you can use it. Now let's understand the difference between the locate command and the find command. Okay, so the difference is, as I said, find command is find and locate. So the difference is, find command is real time search, so locate is database search. Now if your database is not updated, it will not find. Okay, but find command is slower compared to locate command. Locate command is faster. Find command will give you accurate latest files, but this will may miss new files if database is not updated. Find command is very powerful. It has powerful filtering, because we have seen type, hyphen name, hyphen size, then recent modification, right? Locate is simple searching. Okay, so these are the differences between find and locate command. Okay, so quickly we will just recap what we have learned today. Find command searches live file system. Find command is very powerful filtering. It gives accurate latest results and useful for deep troubleshooting. Whereas the locate command is searches using database. So if the database is not updated, locate command will not be able to find or locate the particular file or directory. But if the database is updated, locate command is faster than find command. Locate command is great for the quick search because it is fastest. Okay, so these are the essential Linux skills for every DevOps engineer. Okay, so if you found this video useful, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share with friends who are learning Linux and DevOps, and comment below this video, which command do you think is more powerful or useful in real life, find or locate. Okay, so this is Tech Mastery with Raj, and I will see you in the next video of our DevOps Beginner to Advanced series. Thank you so much.